So good morning. It is Sunday, March 21st, 2021, and looking at the watch warning map, you can see that there's not much going on right now, which is good news. There are some flood warnings across the Mississippi Delta region and some winter weather out west, but overall not much. Looking at the day one outlook, we see nothing severe outlined. Day 2, SPC notes a marginal potential for some severe storms. There is currently a 5% risk for both wind and hail, no tornado risk at the moment. So let's take a deeper look at that. So watching the O6Z NAM, we can see a surface low develop over the Texas Panhandle and then push northeastward. This of course raises the concern for severe weather. So here we are on the NAM looking at OZ Tuesday. That's going to be 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time. And the NAM has the low positioned right over the Oklahoma-Kansas border, with shower and storm formation to the southeast out ahead of the cold front. NAM 3 km has a very similar idea, except it's showing the surface low not quite as deep and centered further to the south. HRRR is basically in agreement with the NAM, so let's look at dynamics. Instability values are not overly supportive by any means, but certainly adequate. CAPE between 500 and 1500 joules per kilogram will support storm development. Limited surface heating during the day should help to keep these numbers down some. Dew points are not that excessive either. Surface high pressure should help to limit moisture return from the Gulf out ahead of this next system. However, steepening lap trades will support modest mixed layer CAPE just along the cold front. Most of these storms will likely remain elevated during peak heating, with a mostly hail and maybe gusty wind potential. But, with strengthening low-level jet going into the evening, they could continue to organize and develop into the night, potentially starting off cellular and then forming into a line. We'll take a look at supercell composites, which show the potential for strong storm development tomorrow and going into tomorrow night. We will have to watch closely for tornado potential with anything that becomes surface-based. Elevated storms don't pose any tornado risk, but once a storm can get rooted at the surface, with damaging wind and tornado potential greatly increase. But again, the likelihood of surface-based storm convection looks iffy at best tomorrow. As always, stay tuned to the NWS. I hope to provide frequent updates as well, and would love if you wanted to subscribe for those. Now, looking at day 3, Tuesday, we see nothing outlined. I do think there will be some low-end potential for some isolated strong storms across the southeast, with the cold front pushing through, but nothing too substantial. Same thing day 4, nothing outlined. With convection forming along the western Gulf Coast out ahead of our next major system, some of which may be strong. So, speaking of that next system, Thursday may be quite active across the southeast. It's too early to tell, but the potential is certainly there. Let's take a look at model trends real quick. ECMWF shows the general trend of some kind of disturbance affecting the south on Thursday. It seems to be locking onto the idea of a surface low, which could bring along a rather substantial threat if that were to be true. GFS seems to agree with the idea of a surface low. However, so many questions remain. Where exactly will it track? What will the timing be? How deep will the low be? All of these questions, which cannot be answered now, on the overall magnitude of Thursday's event. Bottom line, stay tuned. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this useful. Please stay weather aware. If you want to join me for further updates, you can hit the notification bell. Thank you.